Hello doctors, so how are you all? In this video, this is made basically to discuss the strategy for NEETPG 2018. I know many of you will be confused how to start your NEETPG 2018 preparation. So after discussing with many and I myself went through this phase, and after getting views from different teachers and the experts, and by experimenting or by trying by myself, I have to come to one strategy which I feel will help you to get through this difficult phase. So I have tried to simplify it and tried to explain your 1 year strategy in a very short time. So this is Dr. Shivam Kesavani, and I'm starting with a quote that everything you ever wanted is on the other side of the fear. So just forget all of your fears and have full confidence and start your this important phase of your life, as it will be the deciding one what you do for rest of your life. So first and the most important tool or thing you need is me. That is motivation and energy. So with full motivation and energy, you need to continue your PG preparation for this year. And believe me, or make a thought in your mind that you will get through this phase and you will get a good rank in your this attempt only. Means you will not be needing one more year. Prepare this way that you can clear this exam in this year only, means with 1 year duration. So for success, you need to have a simple plan. Simplify the plan of your study as much as you can simplify it, because it will only means help you to get focused, to be focused for your exam preparation. So for a plan to success, this is very important that you must know what you need not to do in this 1 year. So you must know what not to do more than what to do. So this year 2018, this 7-8 months of your is very important. So the first point is you need not to follow subject wise books for all the subjects. So don't means many means many of your seniors and teachers will advise different means subject based experts books for your NEET PG preparation. But what I think is you don't have time to go through all these subject wise books. So think wisely and do wisely to get a better your choice NEET PG seat. So do not need to follow subject wise book, many subject wise book. You will need some particular subjects, and I will be dealing with it in the future video in the coming part. But you need not to follow subject wise book and buy all the subject wise books for every subject. Second, it is that you need to commit your this 1 year of your this one important year of your life for your preparation. So delete all your distractions, if any distraction you have, and just commit this year for your preparation to get your choice seat of choice. So the very first question which you people ask is that which books you need to follow then? What strategy? I said I will be telling you a simple strategy, the effective one. So what's the strategy? So strategy is that you need to give importance to your notes, whichever coaching you have joined, or you have made notes by yourself by reading several books, or you have just cleared your internship and you just are going to join the internship, join the coaching classes. So meanwhile they will start your preparation, means coaching classes by March, and whichever classes are getting over, you will be having one notes with you. So keep that notes as the important as your textbooks, as you were reading textbooks in your MBBS years. Make that notes your the main books, and along with it you need to buy one book, that is the year-wise NEET PG NB pattern Arvind Arora book. And what you need to do is, in that book it is divided in year-wise, like NB type questions Arvind Arora 2014 to 15. So you need to buy this book for last 3 years. the latest last 3 years, at least latest last 3 years. And you need to, what you need to do is, your notes are your textbooks, and whenever you feel bored while reading your notes, you start that book, start doing the questions of that subject, of whichever notes you were reading, start doing questions from that book, and just you keep this book aside. मतलब करना क्या है कि नोट्स पढ़ना है और क्वेश्चंस हमको अरविंद अरोड़ा वाले NB पैटर्न बुक से लगाना है, नॉट एनी मीन्स subject wise book. So you basically need to have your Arvind Arora with you and your notes with you. Now subject wise books are needed, but not needed for every subject, because you do not have that much time to study every subject as a PG or as an expert. So I will tell you which subjects you will need to have go through the subject wise books. So the important subject is pharmacology. For that you need to go through Govind Garg book. It's a very nice book, Dr. Govind Garg, written by Dr. Govind Garg. You need to go through the MCQs of the, so basically my whole focus is on MCQs, because as much MCQs you do, you get expertise and you get means more expert or more hold over the subject. So last chapters MCQs from the pharmacology and general pharma MCQs from the Dr. Govind Garg book. Pathology, regarding pathology, it's very important subject. This is, ये बहुत important subject है, means pathology, microbiology, these two subjects are now being focused more. So pathology के लिए आपको क्या करना है, general pathology by Dr. Devesh Mishra or Dr. Sparsh Gupta. You can try any book, but Devesh Mishra sir's book is more preferred. So you will need to have that book and try practicing the general part, as you have must have read or tried to read the general part from the Robbins. So do you MCQs from the general pathology. For medicine, you can buy Dr. Deepak Marwa sir books or Modit Khanna books. Or surgery, you can buy Dr. Pritesh Singh's book or Amit Ashish. What different is that the Amit Ashish is somewhat more simpler, but the Dr. Pritesh Singh's books is more elaborate. So you can go through both the books and see whichever is best for you. For community medicine, SPM, as you all know, Dr. Vivek Jain books, and particularly the statistics portion. So you need to practice the statistics portion. Like in this NEETPG 2018, they didn't give you pen and paper to solve these statistics questions. So you need to have 100% confidence so that over the concepts and formulas, so that you can just solve the questions over your memory, means by recall method or something. So you must be perfect with the statistics portion of the Vivek Jain. And now one more thing I will try to, means how you will read, I will make you simpler by just elaborating it in Hindi. करना क्या है कि आपको अरविंद अरोड़ा का बुक लेना है ईयर वाइज. Now like you are studying subjects like anatomy, so you just studied your notes, means आप आज anatomy fix किए कि पढ़ना है, anatomy का notes पढ़े, you are getting bored. What you need to do is, you just put up that Arvind Arora book, started doing anatomy questions from that book, and whenever you feel refreshed, and start again doing the anatomy notes. Many times it is seen that from that book, Arvind Arora के book से direct questions आ जाते हैं, means based question, means it is a very good book, you can say for your exams. So don't go for different subject wise books, and just follow the Arvind Arora year wise NEETPG pattern book along with your notes. Notes are your main weapon, and try getting into a good coaching institute like DAMS. I don't know much about Bhatia, but I will prefer DAMS. It's a very good coaching institute with a very good faculty, very helping faculty. So you can, means anyway blindly go towards DAMS coaching. It's a very good one. Both Sumesh Sethi sir, Dipti Behal ma'am are very good, and all the faculty are very good. So you can go towards DAMS if you seek suggestion from me. So subject wise book for these 5 subjects, and rest you can go through Arvind Arora books. So the 2 weapons, if you see, if मतलब अगर आपको लगता है कि आप कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो basically you need to stick to your notes, along with that Arvind Arora books, and no other subject wise or anything will help, because you don't have that much time, man. you need to have a means you need to get all the things done in a specified time, so you don't have that much time. So if you see, if you divide your 19 subjects into groups, I have divided it into three portions: the basic subjects or the six shorts, the supreme subjects or the major subjects, and the power boosters. So based on this, I have made a plan for you all. So basic six subjects which are very important and are must to cross a basic line. So these are anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, pharmacology, microbiology. Supreme subjects or the major subjects which form a major chunk of your exams, the major chunks of your question, around 140, 150 from out of 300 is medicine, OBGY, surgery, and the community medicine. The power boosters, that is, you need to go through all the important topics from these subjects, that is skin, anesthesiology, ENT, orthopedics, forensic medicine, radiology, pediatrics, and psychiatry. So next is this one will be the most important slide of this whole video, that is the time division. So time is all what matters actually. So how you will divide your time based on these subjects. So basic subjects. So for anatomy, what you need to do is you need to go through your notes along with the 3 to 4 years questions from that Arvind Arora books. Means what type of book is that? Is they have divided it into different subjects, like they have given anatomy, all the questions, all the questions from anatomy for the year 2014-15 in a one go. So you need to go through that 14-15, then 13-14, then 12-13, like this. So this is 2018. So if there is any book for 17-18, you need to go retrospective, means from latest year to backwards. So for anatomy, uh, what you can do is, if you are starting your preparation from March, from this March only, so for anatomy you need you cannot give more than 12 days. Means in that 12 days you need to have a whole of your notes revision for anatomy, whichever notes you have prepared or whichever classes you are doing. See, if in class also you are getting a revision only, as you have once read the anatomy, now it is only revision part. So for 12 days, in 12 days you can do notes as well as 3 years question paper. For biochemistry you need to allot around 10 days. And what you can do is you can use combo packs. So combo means like one basic subjects and one power boosters at the time. So you can divide your days, means you need not to do anatomy for whole of the 12 days. You can divide the anatomy like in 4 days for 3 sets. So what you have done is you have took one anatomy and one power booster subjects for 3 days and just completed that. सो व्हाट यू की आपको ध्यान क्या रखना है कि आपको नोट्स कंप्लीट होना चाहिए प्लस 3 to 4 years का उसका क्वेश्चन NB टाइप क्वेश्चंस आपको आना चाहिए. अब आप जब NB टाइप क्वेश्चंस स्टार्ट करेंगे, आपको करना क्या है कि पहले रीडिंग में आपको सिर्फ एक टाइम अलॉट कर लेना. जैसे कि 1 घंटे के लिए आप बैठे, 1 घंटे यानी 30 seconds में आप एक क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं, तो 120 क्वेश्चंस फॉर 1 hour. तो एक पेपर पेन लेके बैठे, 1 का A, 2 का C, 3 का D, like this you have done for 1 hour. After 1 hour you took a break of 10 to 15 minutes, then again you sat down and checked all the answers. Now those answers which you have made a mistake, you need to go through only those question and answers and go through their explanation, as you have time on your first reading. So go through their explanation and write the important things near the question only and mark that question with a pencil. Now on the second reading, what you need to do is you need to go only to that marked questions, answers and questions. Now this time you need not to sit for 1 hour and it will be only कि आप कुछ पढ़ रहे हो, बोर हुए, उसको उठाए, जो मार्क्ड है उसका क्वेश्चन पढ़े, उसका आंसर आपके सामने ही मार्क्ड है, आप उसको पढ़ लिए. अब आपको उस समय लग रहा है कि हमको याद नहीं आ रहा है, इट्स डिफ़िकल्ट वन, आई नीड टू रिवाइज इट वन मोर टाइम. सो आप उसको एक ब्लू पेन से मार्क कर दिए. नाउ ड्यूरिंग थर्ड टाइम यू विल बी रीडिंग ओनली द ब्लू मार्क. और थर्ड टाइम जब आप कर रहोगे तो आप उसको और नैरो डाउन करोगे. यू विल टेक वन रेड पेन and mark those questions which you are going to read before 15 days of your exams. So this way you need to narrow down your big syllabus into a small chunk. So this you need to remember. This is very important, as many people read a lot of things, and then when the last 15 days comes, they go into panic, means as they have read this much, they cannot summarize this to this much. So whatever you are reading, you need to see that you are summarizing it for your last 15 days of your exam. Also you can make one another copy where you can write all the topics from that subject which you find difficult, or you find ki you must revise it in that 15 days. So what this will help is you are you will be getting extra edge as you will be revising those, and thus you will commit less mistakes. So a number of days which you can allot, means see the first uh, course completion is that you what on which base I have made this is that you are starting your preparation in March. So March, April, May, June, July, and one more month if you can see this pair is August. So in this course, in this 6 months time, you need to have your whole of syllabus completed, one time completion and thoroughly. So for this only I have divided it into different days, like for anatomy 12 days, biochemistry 10 days, pathology is quite more important, so 15 days. For pathology you need to see that ki you revise or read the images like HP. Right now they are giving the AIMS type question in NEETPG also, like this year also, so you need to revise the HP slides. You can go through Robbins or any HP book and just revise ki how the epithelium or the connective tissue or the different tissue bone and how it appears on HP. It's very important and you will get an extra edge if you know this. So for pathology 15 days, for pharmacology 20 days, for microbiology 15 days, and these days including those 3 to 4 last year NB type question. And one more thing is that ki only the try to read only the recent type of AIMS question, not beyond, means from when they are started giving image based question, like in I think from 2015 onwards. So don't read the back 5 years or 10 years question. You need to only focus on after the 2015 questions. For supreme subjects like medicine, you can allot 15 days. For OBGY notes are self-sufficient. If you see, Dr. Deepti Behal ma'am teaches you in a very good way, and all the question, almost all the question, I can say almost 95 questions comes from her notes only. So those notes are very high yielding, and you will find it, means you need not to do any objective question regarding OBGY if you have studied from Dr. Deepti Behal ma'am. And in surgery for 20 days, for community medicine, it's important subject. You need to go through all the important programs and make a summary way while reading the programs, the important points. So that will help you at the end. For power boosters, skin is a small subject, but you cannot skip any of the small or the power booster subjects. For this NEETPG, means what they do is what they will be doing is they can give any more number of questions from this power booster sections also, means nothing is fixed in their pattern. So you cannot neglect any of the subjects. And one more thing, try to find out your weaker points and focus. You can give some more time on your weaker subjects according to you. So for skin 5 days, anesthesiology 5 days, orthopedic 7 days, pediatric 7 days, radiology 5 days, and psychiatry 7 days. So completing all the days. For basic subjects you have allotted 84 days, supreme subjects 62, and for power boosters the rest of days whole makes it to around 6 months. So in 6 months you will be doing your first thorough preparation, and the next September November you around 45 days you keep for your second revision, and in December around 30 days narrow down your revision to 30 days, it will be third division. And the last 15 days, which are the most important, you will be revising all those which up till now which all मतलब जो जो चीज़ आप accumulate किए हैं, you will be revising all those in this last 15 days. And one more thing, you will be having extra edge. Why? Because in this by doing this type of things, you are going through a lot number of questions, and not only going through, you now remind, you now remember all those questions. Like what you can do is after 2 or 3 times reading of the MCQ, you can do कि क्या करना है कि सिर्फ क्वेश्चन पार्ट का पेपर जो है उसमें से बुक से निकाल के you staple it down, like staple all the questions from uh, 2014-15 book to only the question part. And what you can do is, whenever you feel bored, you just took that stapled 14-15 part and you just revise those red marked question. सो करना क्या है बेसिकली कि आपको 3-4 टाइम्स एम सी क्यूज़ रिवाइज कर लेना है, जिससे कि आपको ऑप्शंस देखने की ज़रूरत ना पड़े. यू जस्ट रिमेंबर द यू रेड द क्वेश्चन एंड you know the answer. Because during the exam you don't get that much time to remember whole of the pathway and all the physiology. If you know the question, you get extra edge by saving the time and getting that question correct, because some rare questions are also asked in your exams if it is NB based. So this was the strategy. Don't go for many books, just narrow down your study to your notes and that Arvind Arora NB type books. And whichever subject you feel difficult, you can go through subject wise books of that subject only. Hmm? You don't have that much time. See, I have allotted minimum time to every subject and it is going to around 6 months. So if you study without wasting any day, so it will take 6 months of time. So you don't have time. Start your hard work right from the coming month only, and I am sure you will get through this phase and you will get your desired branch. And don't worry, everything can be achieved. If it can be, you see the impossible even says that I am possible, you all know. So all the best, stay motivated and study hard. Thank you.